We believe that the best is still yet to come for this city and the region, and we're excited to be a part of that. We feel like the ownership group that we're going to introduce today, we bring a team that will give Chattanooga the best of both worlds. We have local ownership and we have experienced owner-operators of minor league baseball teams. The knowledge, the love of the area, and the relationships and perspective that the local owners will bring will be invaluable in helping the Lookouts achieve their potential. We'll have more biographical information for those of you in the media in a press release we'll hand out at the end. But I just wanted to take a minute to introduce our local owners, as well as some other members of our ownership group who are here today. So everybody who's involved in the ownership, will you come up here for a second? And I'm going to give you about 10 seconds on each person. Why don't you just come filter in behind here? So while everyone's filtering in, I'll say 2 words about John. Bob already told you a little bit about my partner, John Woods. John and I started this adventure about 6 months ago. Feels like a lot longer ago. John, as Bob said, is a native of Chattanooga, graduated Eastridge High School and went on to play football at Tennessee Tech. And John is Chattanooga through and through. I know he's going to introduce some of his family members who are here today. But his dad is sitting there in the back of the room. We also have among our local ownership group, Marshall Brock. Marshall, raise your hand.
Sorry.
Couldn't see him. Marshall's a 4th generation Chattanooga with his wife, and this deserves at least as good a look as Bob gave me. 6 kids. He's the founder of Tumpy's Ice Cream and active with the Chattanooga Football Club and the Lookout Mountain Recreation Board. We also have Casey Hammondtree, who's been going to Lookout games since his childhood, now attends games with his paltry 3 kids. Casey's a partner at a local investment firm, 10th Street Capital, and active with Junior Achievement of Chattanooga and the Mountain Education Foundation, Signal Mountain. We have Richard Mashburn on the end there. Hi, Richard. Richard is a graduate of Ottawa High School and East Tennessee State University. He's the founder and CEO of Mashburn Outdoor. That company, with offices in Chattanooga, Tri-Cities, and Atlanta, has been named one of Inc. magazine's 500 fastest growing companies in the nation. Rich is also a youth baseball coach for some high-level youth baseball teams, and a multi-year season ticket holder here with the Lookouts. We have Forrest Simmons right next to Rich. Forrest operates the local office of Keel Point Advisors. He grew up here in Chattanooga, where he played in the first Dixie Youth Baseball World Series on Lookout Mountain in 1961. Right here. Doesn't look bad for his age, does it? Forrest has been inducted into the Chattanooga Sports Hall of Fame and is also being inducted into the Lookout Mountain Hall of Fame this May. We also have Forrest's nephew, McKittrick Simmons. McKittrick and I have been friends for more than a decade now. McKittrick's late father grew up on Lookout Mountain, and his grandparents lived there for more than 50 years until his grandmother's passing just a few months ago. McKittrick runs a real estate business in Atlanta now. We have Joseph Wingfield. He is a 3rd generation Chattanoogan, runs the Wingfield Scale Company, which has been here and in his family since 1937. Joseph and his wife have 5 children, so impressive, but still some work to do to catch Marshall. And he's involved in numerous local causes, such as the Chattanooga Area Leadership Prayer Breakfast, the Prison Prevention Ministries, and Lookout Mountain Presbyterian Church. Finally, we have some members of the Lamppost Group I alluded to earlier. I don't think they need any introduction here in town, but it's a group of young, dynamic people dedicated to building world-class companies right here in Chattanooga. There are 11 members of the Lamppost Group that have joined us as members of Lookout Ownership. We have 4 of them here today. Barry Large, who you'll hear from in a few minutes. Alan Davis, who got dressed up for the occasion. He's wearing black. Steve Cox and Tiffany Robinson. We also have here today a couple other members of our ownership group. We have Bob Bethel. Bob lives all the way far away in Dalton, where he is part of a family business. Bob is a lover of baseball. He played at University of Georgia and has always enjoyed coming to Lookout games with his family. Bet will enjoy it all the more now. And we have Sean Murphy. Sean lives in Atlanta, where he's the CEO of Procuri, a leading international technology company. Sean also has Tennessee roots. His parents are from Smithville and both UT grads. His dad played basketball for UT back in the 60s, and Sean spent much of his youth here in Tennessee. So I want to thank all those